The following program was produced by CTV Community Television.
For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, hello again. We got an interesting show for you today. Recently, the St. Clair Economic Development Association had their annual dinner, the 47th annual dinner. About 150 people showed up in Marysville, and there were some local awards down in Cotterville. Sensation Products won a Community Development Award. Duke Broadband over in St. Clair Township won a Community Development Award. And CoCoBella Bakery here in St. Clair won a Development Award, and it was a nice affair. The 2005 Economic Impact EDA created over 300 jobs and about $160 million in new investments in the county, so that's good. After the award was given to CoCoBella Bakery, we were honored to have a chance to talk to Dan Brennan, who is the owner and developer of CoCoBella. Let's watch that now. Great. Recently at the EDA annual meeting, Dan Brennan from St. Clair received an award for the beautiful, fantastic new place called Coco Bakery.
CoCoBella's Bakery, yes.
Right. Talk to me about the award. Talk to me about all the efforts.
I mean, the award is kind of it was a great gesture. We did it because we wanted to bring something unique to the community. The community was asking for it. They we're almost demanding something be brought in.
Yes.
So we saw the need and decided to fill it in the best way we knew how to. And let's set the bar high. Yes. And I think for what we wanted to do was kind of create a space where people could, maybe get away to an area that they've never been to before. So we wanted to really go with the European theme. And give them something new that they haven't seen in St. Clair. So that was the main goal. Elevate the experience, give them something that St. Clair can be proud of. And our big goal was to bring people from outside of St. Clair, because we could not support a bakery demographically in St. Clair. There's just not enough residents, not enough people, even St. Clair County for that matter. So it was a little bit of a risky move, but we had a really good marketing strategy going in. We wanted to go all out to the nines, and we figured if you do it right, people will be willing to drive. And within weeks of us being open, it blew up on social media. And we're 3.5, 4 months in now, and on a weekly basis, we have hundreds and hundreds of people that are driving from all over the state of Michigan, 2 hours, 3 hours away to experience CoCoBella's Bakery. I mean, I would say the strategy worked, and I'm just happy that they all get to experience St. Clair, and I cannot wait for summer.
Yes.
So, right now a lot of them come in, experience the bakery, and leave. But our goal is for them to come in, spend the day, Saturday, a Sunday, walk the boardwalk, enjoy St. Clair, the city of, and so I think that's where you start the real economic drive of just a little bakery, and I think I'm super excited to see what it does this summer.
Well, it really is a destination, and it's going to grow and grow. As you drive by, you see now, the parking lot is packed all the time, and that you and I aren't even talking about what's inside.
I know.
And when they get inside and they look at the pastry, it's remarkable.
I think it's one of those situations where if you check all the boxes, people recognize it. And I'm big on immersive experiences and all the senses. When you fire off all the senses, people love it. Yes. Taste, sight, sound, the smell, all the environment that you put them in, and service. I think we checked. We had a lot of people say that you checked all the boxes for us, and that gets them coming back. It gets them telling all their friends, and obviously it gets people to drive for 2 hours. They're that interested to experience that all those boxes being checked, that immersive experience. So It'll be. I mean, right now our biggest struggle is parking. An amazing problem to have. To the point where on the weekends we have to have a full-time parking attendant.
That's wonderful.
It's insane. We actually planned for a drive-through. We put it through planning. We built it. It's ready to go. We cannot open it because we would get rid of almost half of our parking if we opened it. So we've scrapped that idea. So we're going to be expanding, offering outdoor seating as soon as the weather hits. So we'll have a whole outdoor patio, probably double our seating because that's another big ask. Is people want to hang out. They want to kind of stay there for longer.
It's like the old Cheers bar. It's a place where everybody knows everybody and everybody enjoys being there.
And I think that's kind of was the goal. Was for me, I live a fast-paced lifestyle, and Mackinac Island has always been one of my real favorite places to go unwind. So what you see there is a chance for us to go in and kind of slow down time a little bit.
Right.
It is a little bit of a walk back because it's definitely turn of the century feel, European in its environment. And that's on purpose because I wanted to slow life down a little bit when you go in there. And I think people recognize it, and I think that's the beauty. It's awesome that people are enjoying it as much as I had a blast building that place, and a lot of it is built because of things that I like and I enjoy. What's fascinating to see how much people also like the same thing, and they're coming back and they're telling their friends. So we couldn't be prouder of the whole group that has been come together. It's been a rough 2-3 months. You could imagine when we opened, we went, okay, this will die down in a week or two. It hasn't. So our team has had to come together. The chef has been amazing job. I couldn't ask for more from her. Back when we first opened, she was doing back-to-back multiple 24-hour shifts just to keep up with the masses that were coming through the door while we were like scrambling trying to hire. We've since now got a good, solid staff put together. They're producing every night. It's a 24-hour operation. And we're just excited to see where this thing goes. And we're along for the ride now at this point.
Well, you took a building, which was Paul's True Value Hardware, which had many floors and many levels, and created a whole new baby.
That was part of the enjoyment. Is I drove by that building for many years after it had been emptied. I went into that building when it was open, when it was Paul's. Spent a lot of time in there, so did a lot of the community. And then seeing it shuttered and in the amount of disrepair, it's kind of a stain on the city. I drove by that every day going, man, I would love to get my hands on that building. And in 2020, we were fortunate enough to be able to get a hold of the building. And then we started to work on, what can we do to transform this? And then we got into the history of the place, with it being the, St. Clair quality grain and feed for many, many years. It was a granary. Removing the second level in there, bringing it down to the main level. There's a lot of work that went into the building, but also preserving the heritage of what was there. And we pay a lot of homage to that. And I think it's kind of ironic that we tell one of the little stories, but it's got a second floor in there up above in the back, and it used to hold hundreds and thousands of pounds of grain over the years. That was a storage facility for them, and now it holds hundreds of pounds of flour. So I feel like we've brought the building back full circle in a unique kind of way, and to me those stories they're invaluable. You can't build those. They are just there. So we're happy to be able to preserve something that was a staple in St. Clair, in the city of, and turn it around. And now we've re-injected life into that, and it's the place where everybody's driving to get to, just like it was when it was a hardware store.
Dan Brennan, thank you so much for your time today and what you're doing for the community and for the city. Congratulations on your award.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Dan Brennan has done some great things in the community and continues to do those. We are lucky to have a guy like him around. Make sure if you haven't had a chance to stop in CoCoBella Bakery, do it soon. It's a great place. We're back with our next guest in just a second.